Yeah, I will be. I have what he wrote, and I was going to read it. So I'm just getting Facebook Live going, so that he knows his sons can like look at it, and then I can also record it over.
Anyway, and someone wrote to her and said, I can't just top package. But she did not have a top package, but she did. But anyway, it's like Italian. Yeah, different perspectives. And I'm looking forward to it. Men, women. It's been transferred. Posting stuff about it, but I remember you particularly popping up. No, actually, in the book sale. Okay. I'm going to eat my cake if you're going to read. Are you going to read?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to think of a place for her in the shade.
Okay, that works, and let's just bring it there. Okay, that's way. Hopefully, it'll be able to be heard on the video. There we go.
Come here. Simone.
So I got it right about
Come on,
there.
enter.
So, okay, there we go. I just want to make sure it's still, because I know it doesn't pick up very far away.
Mark doesn't write anything short.
No, and this is two different things. Oops, Ellen, you're sitting in front of the camera.
Ellen, she put a camera right there so she can film it.
Thanks.
Is the water bottle in the way?
No, I actually have the water bottle there to keep the thing from flipping up on it.
Good.
Okay. So we're all here to celebrate the life of Gabrielle Guedet, and so first I'll say what I was going to say, and then I'll read Mark's the things that Mark, her son in New Zealand, has sent me, and his wife Kim. So I met Gabrielle in the weirdest way. One of my supervisors had passed away, and I could no longer see clients until I found another supervisor. So I went on the hunt, and a friend of mine went to an AAMFT workshop and had met Gabby, who just while they were sitting at lunch started just saying randomly how much she loves supervising people. So my friend had heard this and said, well, my friend is really desperate for a supervisor, and got her information and gave it to me. And that was on a Friday. And I also had put out a lot of emails, and because I'd already finished my hours, some supervisors didn't want to touch me, and other supervisors were like, well, you have your own client load, so that wouldn't be so bad. So I interviewed with somebody on Tuesday morning, and I basically accepted the job offer. And since I know therapists don't check their voicemail a lot of the times during locked me in, I'm looking at the castle, and she sits down right next to the castle, so I sit down next to the castle. And then I start playing with these things, and I'm playing, and I'm realizing I haven't even told her that I have another job. I haven't told her anything, and she's talking to me. And then like 30 minutes later, she said, I'll be glad to supervise you. And I'm like, oh my God, for the last 30 minutes, she's been interviewing me, and I had no idea. And I'm like, this is the person I need to be with. This is big issue about feeling like you can't say that until you pass exams, because I was afraid I wasn't going to pass them. So it was really kind of funny because she's like, so I passed my first exam. She says, now will you talk to me about renting the office? And I said, yeah, I think I can pass the second exam. I'll rent the office. So I rented the office with her, and there became just everything. She became my grandma, my mom, my friend here. She became the last few weeks before she got diagnosed was interesting because only 2 weeks before she was diagnosed, I walk into the office and here's Gabby running on her hands and knees, barking like a dog with a kid trailing after her going, and I'm like, how does she even do that? I can't be on my hands and knees like that. And she's going, she's barking. And then the next week, I come into the office and she's on, because she doesn't have couches in her office, and I did. She was on the couch sleeping. There to the end. And honestly, I have lived more in this last year with her than I ever lived in my entire life, with loving every minute. And it's because of her excitement for life that I've become such a better person. And everybody, I appreciate that everybody thanks me for what I've done. And I know I did a lot for Gabby, and I know she was really pleased. But understand that this was truly a even split. I got so much out of this last year with Gabby that to our lives. Before you go and travel away, I need to thank you for the Grammy love you raised my children on, Lego train sets, t-shirts that glowed in the dark, and dragons, lots and lots of dragons. Before you go and become a memory, I search for gathering pieces from 30 years of constant. I need you to know you are loved. You have asked for nothing. You gave without expectation. You were steady, supporting me to row a boat of parenthood, filling in the gaps. So before you go, I need you to know I talk to you. full realization of balance between what is heavy, what is light, what matters and what does not. You were as wise as you ever were, and wiser still now. You are whole. I want to thank you for so many things, for visiting us in New Zealand all those years, so that we now have these memories and treasures, snippets of time we shared. You were a big part of our family. We dragged you all over to beaches and forests on narrow winding trails. You never complained. It was just your nature.
She loved it.
I know she did. We all heard the trips. Murder mysteries. You were a marathon runner, a hard worker, a feminist. You really loved life. It was so hard to buy you a book. Your accomplishments in psychotherapy were significant. Your knowledge, insight, and expertise was so valuable to many. Today is a celebration of your life. You touched many people. Go well, Mom. We love you forever and always. Mark, Kim, Raphael, and Casper.
Thank you. Does this have a noise? Can you guys hear me? I tend to be able to broadcast. That my mom would just want to say that you were all dearly beloved in her mind. So thank you very much for being here.
Those are very precious words, Kate. Thank you. It's nice to see all her friends and be honored by your life experience with her. The things that I thought about saying was, as you all know about my mother, Gabrielle, Gabby, is she insisted.